laziness does not exist. Picture this, a growing to-do list, deadlines looming, and all you want to do is nothing. Sound familiar? What if I told you laziness isn't real? Yep, you heard me. It's not you, it's something bigger than you think. Stick around for the real story in a hilariously relatable way. Raise your hand if you've ever felt guilty for procrastinating. Society loves calling people lazy, but guess what? That label is just a shortcut, a way to judge without understanding. Turns out, there's almost always a reason behind so-called laziness, and it's not what you think. Laziness isn't a personality flaw. It's not that you're unwilling, it's that something hidden is holding you back. Whether it's exhaustion, lack of support, or even burnout, treating yourself like the problem won't help. Let's rethink what lazy really means. Here's the truth. Your brain isn't out to sabotage you. Studies show that procrastination or inactivity often mask unmet needs, physical, emotional, or even systemic. For example, fatigue can make tasks feel monumental no matter how determined you are. Your body's not lazy, it's trying to tell you something. Ever hear of decision fatigue? Life throws a dozen choices at us daily, and mentally juggling it all makes your brain hit pause. Productivity myths want us to ignore that. But being lazy isn't biological. It's more like an SOS signal from your mental energy tank. Let's be real. Haven't we all said, "I'll start tomorrow," while binging a show we don't even like? It's not laziness. And okay, maybe it's a tiny bit funny. These moments are strangely universal, proving we're wired to avoid stress when life feels overwhelming. Remember that pile of laundry you avoided for days? Or the gym membership that became an expensive donation to a fitness center? Such lazy moments are less about effort and more about priorities, and what your energy reserves can realistically handle. Spoiler alert, most laziness is just unmet needs in disguise. Feeling unmotivated? Maybe it's burnout. Can't concentrate? Your brain could be screaming for rest. Productivity isn't a race. It's about timing, momentum, and prioritizing yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup, literally. Systemic factors also play a huge role. Have you ever asked, why can't they just try harder? Stop there. Not everyone starts from the same line in the race. Financial stress, mental health, or lack of resources directly impact how we show up daily. Calling yourself, or others, lazy is easy. But labels oversimplify people's challenges. Humor helps here. Imagine someone labeling a car lazy because it didn't move, only to realize the gas tank is empty. It's the same with people. The problem often lies beyond plain sight. We're not automated machines, and that's okay. From kids struggling in school to adults overburdened by work, the answer isn't shame, it's understanding. What fuels action? Care. Sometimes, stepping back instead of pushing forward is the smartest move to get unstuck. Ready for the good news? Reframing laziness can actually help you thrive. Rather than beating yourself up, think of your lazy moments as clues, a roadmap showing where your life might need attention. Every hesitation holds a message. Listen to it. Shifting perspective doesn't make tasks magically easier, but it rewires how you approach them. Feel tired? Rest intentionally so you're recharged later. Lacking motivation? Maybe the task isn't aligning with your goals. Small changes help big barriers melt away. We've all inherited these harsh productivity trends. That's because pretending laziness exists feeds an unhealthy cycle. Champion self-care, practice empathy, and redefine success less about output and more about wellness. Think about it. How different would we act if we replaced judgment with inquiry? Instead of thinking, why are they lazy? Ask, what challenges could they be facing? When we stop labeling and start understanding, we build more inclusive and less stressful environments. Oddly enough, laughs make the best tools for big revelations. Find the humor when you feel lazy. Be honest about your quirks, but kind to yourself. Miss a deadline because TikTok swallowed your evening? Own it with giggles, then set limits. Small actions beat guilt every time. Remember, nobody's perfect, and everybody misses the mark occasionally. When you have a system to laugh at setbacks and learn, laziness becomes somebody else's myth, not your burden to carry. Humorously imperfect success is better than no joy amid constant pressure. Next time you or someone else gets branded lazy, pause. Peel back the label. Ask, What's the real story here? Hint, it's never the label itself. When you replace judgment with curiosity and compassion, paths that seemed blocked become walkable at your pace. Want to keep the conversation going? Start living differently today. Ditch unfair labels and prioritize balance, growth, and kindness, starting with you. Hit like, share this video, and take one small positive step right now. After all, laziness doesn't exist, so why act like it does?